So today we're going to look at Clyde Stubblefield's classic groove on Cold Sweat. So this rhythm has to be one of the funkiest grooves of all time, if not the funkiest grooves of all time. We're just going to be looking at the 2-bar phrase that was played by Clyde Stubblefield. And one of the other reasons that I like to look at this is whenever I'm taking my students through the Rock School Grade 4 book, and we come to the piece called Cold Pants, which is really just a take on Cold Sweat. And in the developed section, I get my students to play this, certainly to have a go at playing the actual groove that Clyde Stubblefield played on this piece. But even if you're not working your way through the Rock School grades, this is a groove that you're going to want to be able to play. I think actually Rhythm Magazine referred to this as the #1 groove of all time. We're going to look at the 2 bars. We're going to play it without the opening the hi-hat, and then I'm going to show you something that might help you to be able to do that, to be able to execute that properly. So the key thing about this rhythm that we come across in the first bar, I like to think about it as the genius, was whenever Clyde Stubblefield moved beat 4, as if it was just a regular backbeat, but he shifted it from beat 4 to the and of 4. Whenever I'm working with grade maybe 2-ish students, we'll sometimes play a little pattern like this. Okay, so we're playing the skip note on the to E and A. Alright, that little 16th skip note. Hopefully you'll understand what I mean whenever I say that. So we're counting that in 16ths on beat 2. 1, 2, E and A. And actually that note is ghosted whenever we play it in Cold Sweat. So it's played softer. That's a lesson in itself. We'll come to that again. And in the second bar we have 3 skip notes. So let's just play it again with the hi-hat closed, and we'll go through it like a beat at a time, and then we'll put the 2 halves together. So 1 E, that's the first skip note there. So on the 1 E, gonna count it out in semi-quavers again. 1 E and then into beat 2, 2 E and A. Let's do those 2 beats. 1 E and 2 E and A. That's our first 2 skip notes. 1 E and 2 E and A. And then beat 3, 3 E and. So the skip notes on the 3 E. And then we're going to finish it off 4 and. Okay, let's just do that bar. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4. So that's where the semi-quaver skip notes appear in the 2 bars. But obviously the genius that was in this rhythm is the displaced quaver. Instead of playing it on beat 4 in bar 1, it's displaced to the and of 4. So again, let me play it. Just going to keep the hi-hat closed. Let's do the 2 bars. We'll do it slowly with the hi-hat closed. So now we've got an idea what the 2 bars sound like. What I always suggest is don't try and play the ghosted notes or the quieter notes just yet. Just get a feel for the groove to start with. We're going to play this one more time. 3, 4. And then, of course, if you want to try it with the ghosted notes, still keep the hi-hat closed, but have a go playing the ghosted notes. Ghosted notes are going to be quieter, a lot quieter. So it's going to be almost like a little tap. Sometimes I move my stick off to the side and play it before playing the main or the stronger or the normal hit on the center of the snare drum. Okay, so you could just try it like that again. 2, 3, 4. And here's something that I do with my students, and it seems to help them, seems to work with a good lot of them. Hopefully it'll help you too.